To rebound is to reunite, to recover, to reopen, to remake, to rebuild, to reconnect, and to report what matters.
And local health officials are
Watch for The Rebound Kentucky in every newscast and everywhere you count on LEX 18.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-620-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 100 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-620-4499.
It's the final days of the Big Blue 10 event sale at Kentucky's Big One, Paul Miller Ford, Mazda, and Auto Outlet.
Don't miss your chance to take advantage of this special offer.
Get to your True Blue dealer before the tents go down. Pick out your new Ford with 0% APR financing for $72. Shop a huge selection of used cars from $59.95. Every new and pre-owned vehicle with big discounts. And for your health and safety, all available with touchless service and sales delivery. Hurry! The Big Blue 10 event ends soon at Paul Miller.
Your True Blue dealer.
Count on LEX 18 News.
straight ahead at 6:30. The life of a Lexington man who drowned over the weekend, being remembered by his friends and family.
Plus, we will take a look at a new mural in Louisville honoring the life of EMT Breonna Taylor.
And while several businesses are reporting losses due to the pandemic, one business in Jessamine County says that is not the case for them at all. Our final half hour of LEX 18 News at Sunrise underway now on this Monday morning. And glad you are with us. It is Monday, July 6th. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. I'm Chris Goodman.
And I'm Claire Crouch. And actually today is a holiday as well. July 6th is National Fried Chicken Day.
Oh, yeah. Who knew?
I think I'm gonna partake. And I just want to tease a little something. You should follow me on Twitter this morning because I'm about to tweet out something that I did at my original news job. It's very embarrassing.
Oh, my.
But it's kind of fun to watch. And I just found it and I'm going to post it online. And I can't wait because people are going to be horrified when they see it.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
All right, I'm getting ready to check it out right now.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay.
Anyway, Tom's here with his forecast, which hopefully won't embarrass anybody.
Yeah, I got to keep this quick so I can go retweet whatever this is Claire's talking about. Let's show you what's going on with the weather. There is some activity out there. Look at the lightning flashes as you get up just north of Louisville on the Kentucky-Indiana state line there. We've had a hint of some showers or storms around overnight, and these have developed and hung on over the past couple of hours. You can see them blowing up, and they're actually working their way in just towards our western counties. So some torrential rain, lightning, and that possibility of low visibility on the roads. We had a couple of storms around Mount Sterling and also Winchester overnight, and these are firing up, hanging on for an hour or two, and then diminishing. And that is going to be the case on and off through the morning. Very limited development. But into the afternoon, we could see some additional scattered showers and storms firing, especially once we're aided by that heat of the day, that warming into latter parts of your Monday. And get used to it. In addition to the daily storm chance that we've got on the way, we have heat and we have humidity at 69 degrees. We'll be in the upper 80s to low 90s through Friday. The only change that's ahead is Friday as a cold front drops in. So Friday into Saturday, we will have some changes, not just from a temperature standpoint, but also showers and storms ramping up and ramping down. We'll break it all down in your 8-day storm tracker forecast.
All right, 6:32, we are learning more information about the man who drowned at Cave Run Lake on Saturday, including his roles as a local activist and businessman.
22-year-old Chewbacca Mutiyangwa died while trying to save his girlfriend after their kayak flipped. LEX 18's Alex Valverde has more on how his friends will remember him in this LEX 18 News Update.
22-year-old Chewbacca Mutiyangwa was known for helping people.
Anyone met him,
you will be in love with him because he has a big heart, kind of this big smile, full with ambitions and dreams.
He was an activist and worked with several organizations, including the NAACP. And not only that, he was a businessman who had plans to take over Sav's Chill in Lexington in a few months so he could start his own shop.
To see that dream, cut short, it's just, this will impact me for a long, long time.
Muriangwa and his girlfriend were kayaking at Cave Run Lake over the holiday weekend when the kayak flipped. Officials say he drowned helping push his girlfriend to shore. And those who knew him say they'll remember him as a go-getter with a contagious, positive attitude.
I don't know how he had the time to do everything that he did, but he definitely was a force in this city, and he's going to be missed. He stayed true to character, and even in his last moment, he saved somebody else's life. He died trying to save Mary's life.
A GoFundMe has been set up to help family members of a man who spent his young life helping his community. In Lexington, Alex Valverde, LEX 18 News.
6:34. Meanwhile, in Bath County, rescue crews were able to pull a kayaker in distress to safety, according to the Salt Lick Fire Rescue Department Facebook page. Crews were called to the Licking River about 1:45 yesterday afternoon. They say a woman's kayak had overturned and she was clinging to a tree in the river where the current was swift. Several crew members went in to rescue her while others were on standby along the river bank. The woman safely made it to shore. We are told this was the second rescue for that department over the long holiday weekend.
Driving on I-75 likely noticed an enormous smoke cloud in the sky. That's because there was a fire at the Allen Construction Company site yesterday afternoon, right near the Fayette-Madison County line, just off the northbound lanes. The large rubbish fire started around 2 p.m. and required help from crews in 2 counties. Crews had to deal with the heat, a lack of water, and complicated terrain. Several hydraulic oil tanks were on site and one did explode, but no one was hurt. And with temperatures soaring into the upper 90s, keeping first responders safe became every bit as important as containing the spread. Fire officials do not suspect foul play.
Young adults in Louisville used the Independence Day weekend to advocate for racial justice. About 150 people participated in the Youth March for Freedom Saturday. Demonstrators held signs calling for justice for Breonna Taylor, who died in a Louisville police raid back in March. They walked through downtown and past sites of significance to the city's civil rights history. 6:36, there is a group among Louisville's protesters who stream live on Facebook every night. They say they have been treated unfairly by Louisville Metro Police since the protest started more than 5 weeks ago.
Now that group is taking steps to make a change. Reporter Faith King with Wave 3 News in Louisville introduces us to the Independent Media Guild.
You're going to be arrested! You do not leave! Now!
They're calling themselves the Independent Media Guild.
We're the eyes of the people for the civil rights of this era, man. Where people are seeing these videos worldwide and are like, wow.
They're a group of live streamers, webcasters, and storytellers here in Louisville.
I haven't necessarily experienced as much what I would say targeted harassment as some of the other more well-known streamers over the past month have.
Matthew Ballard, founding member of the Independent Media Guild, was arrested in May during a protest while live streaming. He feels like he's a target along with many others.
I do get referenced by name now more than a few times by LMPD officers.
Independent Media Guild members say IMG is an information and promotional guild for supporting First Amendment rights.
We're currently working on obtaining our credentials through the Constitution First Amendment Press Association.
But even with the yellow vest these individuals currently wear and the pending credentials, Ballard says LMPD is not guaranteeing protection.
I'm not resistant. They made it very clear that while they want us to have something that will identify us, that's not going to guarantee that something won't happen.
And that was Faith King reporting. At 6:38, volunteers in Annapolis, Maryland are calling it a mural of monumental proportion. The painting of a 7,000 square foot mural of Breonna Taylor is underway. It was designed by muralist Jeff Huntington and will be located near a historic Black museum. This past weekend, people painted the mural in shifts on a basketball court. Organizers say they hope the art will help inspire systemic change for generations to come. And the end result will be so large, organizers say it'll be noted from space, meaning that their message of equality will be hard to miss.
Also, several artists in Louisville joined forces over the weekend to finish up a mural inspired by victims of police brutality. The mural at the intersection of 11th and Main Street is more than 100 feet wide, 30 feet tall, and features faces of several minorities killed while police were present. It includes people like Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Elijah McClain, and others who have recently sparked national protests. The artists started painting over a week ago and say this project is one of their best works of art yet.
It is 6:39. Now let's continue our coronavirus coverage by taking a quick look at the most recent statistics from Governor Andy Beshear's office. The governor did not hold a briefing over the weekend, so these numbers reflect his reporting from Friday. And as of Friday afternoon, there had been at least 16,376 COVID-19 cases in the Bluegrass, with 299 of those being newly reported. Also, the governor added 4 new COVID-19 related deaths to the count, raising the statewide death toll to 585 Kentuckians. And over 4,000 people across the Commonwealth have recovered from the virus.
6:40, and for so many businesses, the pandemic has meant a change in business plans into survival mode. But for some, it's meant quite the opposite.
That's right. LEX 18's Claire Kopsky takes us to a pool deck where one business owner tells us business has never been better. She continues our coronavirus coverage.
Jason Harmon has been in the pool business for 21 years. He says usually his team starts opening pools at the end of March or early April, but this year the calls started weeks early.
Once word got out that there may even be a potential of public pools not opening, the whole world started to flock in order to get in-ground residential pools or above-ground residential pools. Residential pools as a whole blew up. So, and then now with a lot of the public pools now opening late, it's like the pool business is just, it's out of control.
Out of control in a good way. Jason says business has doubled as his team tends to the chemical needs of pools weekly, and more homeowners are biting the bullet and building pools.
We've had such an influx of new clientele that nobody can keep up. None of the pool companies have been able to keep up. Like builders, I spoke to a builder the other day who told me he was literally 85 pools scheduled behind at the moment.
It's a boom in business that Jason says he never expected, but feels blessed to increase his company's reach.
We're going to be hiring even more people going into next year. We've already made that part of our business plan.
A change in business plans that continues to trend upward. In Jessamine County, Claire Kopsky, LEX 18 News.
All right, coming up on 6:42, it's going to be another hot day across the state, but we do have a chance for some showers and storms. Meteorologist Tom Ackerman's tracking your forecast next.
And by the way, Claire, my mouth is watering for your mama's fried chicken now. I checked it out. Also, a check of traffic across the city and the cheapest gas prices in the state when we come right back.
Has your loved one been abused in a nursing home? Bed sores, broken bones, dehydration, and malnutrition are all signs of abuse. Call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
Timeless Tuesdays are back at Skin Secrets. Every Tuesday in July, all products are 20% off, including SkinCeuticals, Obagi, NeoCutis, Skin Medica, and Glow Skin Beauty. Save 20% on these products Tuesdays in July. Skin Secrets is your secret to natural beauty.
The July 4th sale continues at P-Ranch. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and up to 72 months low-interest financing with no money down. Finance $1,000 for as low as $19 a month. Don't pay $13.99 for this mid-century two-piece sectional, just $6.99 while they last. Bosch, the quietest dishwasher brand. Sanitize. Don't pay $6.99, just $4.49 with half-price local installation. Because nobody beats P-Ranch.
A message from Mr. Monopoly.
Hello!
Woohoo! I'm so excited that the Kentucky Lottery wants me to give away part of my vast fortune for their new Monopoly Scratch game.
Play the new Monopoly Scratch-Off and win $250,000 instantly.
How many people live in Kentucky?
Is your AC unit not working, or are you afraid it won't last this summer? For a limited time, we are offering a $49 AC system checkup and air quality test. Our technicians are taking extra precautions to ensure your safety. Fayette Heating and Air, the official heating and air company of UK Athletics.
Have a news tip? Then call the LEX 18 News tip line.
At Speedway, we're always looking out for you. That's why we invest in industry-leading technology, like our fast and secure pumps, equipped with advanced fuel filtration. So when you fill up, your engine's protected. It's at every pump, at every store, at thousands of locations. Which means when you see this, you know you're filling up with high-quality fuel. So you can get what you need and get on your way.
LEX 18 Traffic Tracker is fueled by Speedway. We're here for you, so when you stop by, we'll be ready.
644 LEX 18 Traffic Tracker. Live look at one of our live traffic cameras pointed downtown Main Street in Limestone, where traffic is moving along just fine right now on this Monday morning so far. We are crash and delay free.
Now here's a look at a couple of the lowest gas prices here in Lexington, courtesy of GasBuddy.com. H&R Oil Company on Finney Drive, $1.99 at last check. Also $1.99, the Lex Express on West New Circle Road. And this is a new one. The lowest price for gas in the state comes in at $1.71 at the Circle K in Philpott. That's in Davis County. Now here's Tom with your forecast.
I guess first time we've had Philpott on the list, so congratulations. We've got some activity out there this morning. You've got to parse it out from what is quite a bit of clutter on the MaxTrack Live Doppler as well. Anomalous propagation. There are showers and some occasional thunder showers that have developed over southern Indiana, and a couple of those have worked their way in. If we clear out some of the clutter, you can see there's some additional, at least a few showers, thunder showers that are on Winchester and Mount Sterling from overnight. In the big picture, there's a stalled front to the south. That's where a lot of the activity is, from Dallas all the way east toward the panhandle of Florida, and another active frontal system north. And we've got these active systems either impacting up towards the U.S.-Canadian border or down towards the deep south. And the upper levels show this big ridge of high pressure aloft. They've got quite a bit of heat baking the desert southwest. We're going to talk more about that here coming up in just a second. But we've got a weak ridge of high pressure in place. Of course, not enough, quite enough to tamp down those few showers and storms we have out there. Also, some tropical development from over the weekend. That's Tropical Storm Edouard. That's way out in the Atlantic. Two areas the National Hurricane Center is watching toward the panhandle of Florida, a wave of low pressure for the potential for some tropical development, and another one still way off to the east-southeast. So the future track here at home, like we're seeing this morning, there could be a few showers and thunder showers firing up into the heat of the day. And like we saw yesterday, some of those could be on the strong side. Now, we don't expect severe weather, but as these pulse up during the heat of the day and just move ever so slowly, they can dump torrential rain and can briefly throw some damaging wind gusts your way. For the most part, it's not going to be an issue. They diminish after the sun sets, and then driven by daytime heating, they fire back up Tuesday. We'll see it again Wednesday. Low pressure, that stalled front toward the Gulf Coast with much more activity to our south. Bluegrass Airport, the temperature 69 degrees. We are warm to start, and we're going to be hot as we get into the afternoon. We've got dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s, so muggy air in place. Here's your heat and humidity combo, the heat index. Feeling like it's in the mid-90s today, tomorrow, into the middle of the week. This is essentially a continuation of the hot and steamy stuff that we dealt with over the weekend. So, yeah, really no end in sight over the next few days. Could even see some brief upper 90s for that heat index by midweek. And look at this. The 6 to 10-day temperature outlook from July 11th through July 15th shows a significant heat wave could be building for the desert southwest in the majority of the continental United States above normal temperature-wise, including right here in the Commonwealth. So this heat continues. 90 degrees, our average high, 86. So we're not that far up there, but we're definitely above, and we're going to continue to do so. 70 overnight. Tomorrow, back to around the upper 80s, low 90s. That daily shower and storm chance there on and off through the remainder of the week. As far as the percentages go, either up or down, but they really spike Friday into Saturday as a cold front sweeps in. That could give us a day off from storm chances and even temper the temperature a little bit, drop it just a skosh going into the weekend.
everybody. Welcome to Today. We will begin with our top story. Do people need to wear some kind of face covering?
I do believe you were destined for this.
For sure. We're going to be with you every day.
Congratulations to Today, winner of the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Morning Show.
Insurance company tempting you with a quick settlement check? Don't take the bait.
I'm attorney Darryl Isaacs. If you're in a wreck, the insurance companies shouldn't be let off the hook for your medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering. I'll fight hard to reel you in the biggest possible check. We've recovered over $1 billion for our clients, and we're ready to fight for you. Come on, Kentucky, call the hammer.
Call or text 800-800-8888.
I am a real customer of Bryant Heating and Cooling, and I have been now for 11 years. Why do I do this? Because Bryant has always been here for me. I've had units go down, but when I called them, they were here, and they never left my home until I was comfortable. My system gets regular maintenance to keep it running efficiently. I know that my air conditioner is going to perform its best, even in the worst conditions. But if it doesn't, Bryant will be here. That's why I do this.
Dinner with the Drakes tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. Four fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The first ever Buick Encore GX. Now everyone can get the GM employee discount on most 2020 Buick SUV models.
Tomorrow can only be better with Wendy's breakfast. Win with a breakfast Baconator, honey butter chicken biscuit, sausage egg and Swiss croissant, or a small frosty chino with any purchase for just $1. Tomorrow's looking good.
Have you been struggling with back or neck pain, maybe considering an invasive surgical procedure? Due to the overwhelming success, we've moved our office to accommodate even more spinal decompression equipment. Give us a call to schedule your free consultation and MRI review to see if decompression therapy can help. It could change your life.
Get your Storm Tracker forecast on Nash FM 92.9. More than country, we're country for life.
Welcome back at 6:50 here on your Monday morning. During this time of uncertainty, LEX 18 is presenting you with resources needed to navigate tough times through a series of stories called The Rebound Kentucky. Across the nation, future closures are looking more likely every day due to the spreading of COVID-19 in other states. This, plus factors like unemployment, can add to the growing anxiety many are feeling. Reporter Cassie Carlisle spoke with a licensed psychologist on how we can cope with the recoil.
The pandemic put us all on a roller coaster.
It is 10 times more lethal than the seasonal flu.
Some stores closed until further notice.
First weekend where a lot of these things are opened up.
The latest announcement all indoor activities could be put on pause has a lot of us feeling anxious.
Then there's the reality of, okay, the cases are surging and things are starting to shut down again. So there is that isolation anxiety.
That's because we're pack animals and can feel in danger when we're alone for extended periods of time. Licensed psychologist Dr. Michelle Carcel says we have options.
We can get creative with this. There's hiking that we can do outdoors. There's biking activities that we can do. All of that in the context of social distancing.
Another anxiety is the job market. Unemployment is down for the 6th straight week, but according to Sandag, that means 200,000 people are still out of work. And while it's hard, Dr. Carcel said it's important to have hope.
We're just constantly thinking in absolutes. Oh, it'll never reopen. It'll never get better. That is a very bad way to think. We actually want to think in this being temporary because it will be.
Reminding us labs are working nonstop on a vaccine and suggesting we create a game plan.
When we talk about like a cope ahead plan, we're specifically lining out things that we can do in lieu of the things that we are currently enjoying if things shut down again, so that way we're not disappointed.
Knowing at some point this ride will end and we can make it.
All right, and you can find more about the Rebound Kentucky online, including resources about getting back to work, making ends meet, and all of our previous stories. Just go to lex18.com/rebound. 6:53, Sunrise continues right after the break.
It means the world to her. Is it perfect? Hardly. It's not everything she ever dreamed of. But in a way, yeah, it kind of is. And it's worth more to her than anything in life. What? Did you think we were talking about the van? We're proud to be not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau, but what matters most to Carrie, Farm Bureau.
My family's Farm Bureau.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
A real friend will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Unfortunately, not everyone is listening. If you're wrongly injured by a drunk driver, you need the Becker Law Office. We've collected over $740 million over 30 years, helping more than 30,000 clients. One case at a time, your case. Serious experience for the results you need. Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3s.
Too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York.
Sometimes you run out of fresh at the wrong time. Luckily, Kroger Delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need, so you can get back to being you. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Window World Siding comes complete with an 1.5-inch form-fitted foam. Take advantage of our current financing offers and give your home the makeover it deserves.
Call to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
Summer vacation canceled? Create your own summer getaway with Bluegrass RV. Cruise through our large inventory of Class A all-in-one motorhomes, tow-behinds, and certified pre-owned RVs. Don't let this summer pass you by. Visit BluegrassRV.com, located in Lexington and Georgetown.
About 6:55, welcome back to LEX 18 News at Sunrise. Across the country, cases of COVID-19 are surging. Leaders in the hardest hit areas say the virus is moving faster than they can contain it.
In Miami, the mayor warns of exponential growth, while Houston's mayor says hospitals there could reach capacity in 2 weeks. While new cases skyrocket in those cities, the Trump administration says businesses can reopen safely as long as people take personal responsibility to stop the spread of the virus. Over the weekend, the president linked a recent spike in cases with increased access to testing. However, the FDA commissioner says that is not the case. More than 30 states are now seeing cases rise. A violent 4th of July weekend in Chicago as multiple shootings claimed the lives of several people, including a 7-year-old and 14-year-old. Officials say the shootings happened Saturday night. Approximately 9 people were shot during separate incidents, and 4 of those people have died. The others were taken to local hospitals. So far, no arrests have been made.
The U.S. Supreme Court expected to make a decision on some high-profile cases soon, with the first ruling coming as early as today, possibly. Cases they have yet to rule on include one involving President Trump's financial records, the Electoral College, and more. It is possible that a ruling in one or more of those cases could be announced this morning. Stick with LEX 18 all day long, as we will have the latest on the rulings on air and online, lex18.com. Coming up on 6:57, I've always heard this, Claire. Most people believe that you can calculate a dog's age in human years by multiplying it by 7.
Yeah, that's what I've always known as well. Well, however, a new study debunks that method because dogs and humans don't age at the same rate. Listen to this. Research published late last week in the Cell Systems Journal finds that dogs age at a much faster rate than humans early in their lives. Then they slow down after reaching maturity. So a 1-year-old dog, they say, compares to a 30-year-old human, while a 4-year-old dog would equal the same as a 52-year-old person. The rate of aging decreases after a dog turns 7. Oh. Yeah, I've never heard that before.
So Savannah just turned 7 this year, but it's hard for me to picture her as like a 50 or 60, especially the way she likes to play with her squeaky toys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
All right, 6:57, we will be back to wrap things up next.
6 of the strongest competitors are back.
Badass Super Bowl champ Victor Cruz. And Ninja Warrior, who's quite the badass herself, Jessie Graff. Wow. The Titan Games, tonight on NBC.
Tonight.
Somebody, somewhere, knows something.
It just brought fear into all of us.
An old mystery with a new twist.
I felt drawn to the facts of the case.
There's a lot more to this story.
Dateline tonight, 10/9 Central.
On the road again.
Book 2 separate qualifying stays and earn a free night. The open road is open again, and wherever you're headed, Choice Hotels is there. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of.
When it's made with love, it's made to be shared.
Find your keys. Find your get up and go. Find pants that aren't sweats. Find your friends. Find your sense of wonder. Find the world is new again. At Chevy, we'd like to take you there. Now, during the Chevy Open Road Sales Event, get up to 15% of MSRP cash back on select 2020 models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox.
See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Joining us on your Monday, the Today Show is next.